In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to trade the nas100 with the silver bullet strategy. So make sure you pay attention all the way until the end, because I'll be dropping some gems, and I've never actually traded this strategy before on this channel with actual nas100. So you're going to be seeing exactly me do it in live form. Okay, we're going to get started straight away on this example. So what you need to do is make sure that you only trade within the London kill zone, 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. on a 5-minute time frame. Okay, as you can see, my indicator actually marks out my Asian session, London session, and New York session. If you want the indicator for free, just comment down below and I'll send you the indicator straight away. But what you need to do from here on out is mark out the highs and the lows of Asian session. Then we identify which part of price actually gets liquidated first. So as you can see, this is the highest point of Asian session. I'm going to just mark that out, and then this is the lowest point of Asian session, so we're going to mark this out as well. So as soon as we mark out the highs and the lows, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very important. First of all, you need to make sure you actually do figure out which one of these two get swept. So as you can see, the highs have just gotten swept. So I'm going to name this Asian sessions highs. So Asian highs right there. So what you need to do from here on out is very, very important. As soon as the highs get swept, we need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / fractional lows have completely been swept, and then we can reinforce our market structure shift within a golfer candlestick. I'm going to be showing you exactly what a fractional high is and a fractional low, right? So a fractional low is a series of 3 candles, which the one in the middle is actually the longest one, including the wicks, right? So it can be something like this, as you can see right here. So all you need to do to figure out which one is actually the fractional high is, or the fractional low, sorry, in this instance. So as you can see, we need the wick to actually be the longest one out of the 3. As you can see right here, the wick is clearly the longest one, the one in the middle. And that's exactly what you need to be doing, right? So you need to make sure that the wick in the middle is actually the most shortest one. And that's actually what gives us our fractional low. So I'm going to be marking this out, and this will be fractional low right there, okay? So that's exactly what we're going to do in here to actually find our market structure shift. So if I zoom in to try to actually figure out, you can easily see once it starts going towards the downside, price starts going towards the downside, you can see this is the candle right here that gives us the market structure shift. And let me tell you why. So the candle before this one right here, the wick is very, very low, very small, sorry, and the candle after it is a big, big body, but the wick doesn't actually reach this one, which makes this our fractional low, which makes this our market structure shift. So this is exactly what we needed, and now what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very simple, right? But I'm gonna just move all of this over to here, and I'm going to be showing you exactly what you need to do next, right? So you need to find you need to identify a fair value gap, and then you overlap it with the market structure shift to get a very, very high probability. And in the indicator that I'm using, sometimes it actually marks out our actual market structure shift, and it marks out our fair value gap for us, right? But I'm going to be marking out the fair value gap for us right now. So it's going to be from here to here. We're going to be actually pulling this one out all the way out. So I'm going to be naming this fair value gap. And look, as soon as I do this, all we've got to do from here on out is literally short position this right there, and then we can actually enter straight away. So as you can see, we would have entered right there. And I'm going to be giving you the most perfect stop loss placement and actual take profit placement. So what you need to do for the stop loss is literally place it anywhere around this area, because we need to give it a bit of breathing room, so if price actually does go up to close above the fair value gap, it doesn't stop us out straight away. So as you can see right there, we have a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio trade right now, but what I usually do is place my take profit at Asian sessions lows. And as you can see, this would have been a perfect sniper entry trade, because we entered right there, barely entering, and then we barely exited. So it's a very, very perfect trade, and lots of people can actually win like this in nas100, but people don't actually realize that this strategy works very, very well in nas100. I'm going to be showing you this strategy on a very fundamental level right now, so to actually show you how to trade this and how you can actually win from it. So let's say this is Asian session right now. So on nas100, let's say this is all Asian session right there, session. And once we actually do hit our trading time, which will be actually 7 a.m. So let's say it's around here, that's 7 a.m. trading time. What we need to do is mark out the highest point and the lowest point of Asian session, right? So as you can see, this right here and this right here, right? So as soon as we actually do mark out these 2 areas, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very important, right? We need to wait for price to actually sweep one of these 2 areas right here. So let's say price actually went down to sweep the lows instead of the highs this time. It's like this. We would mark this out as our Asian lows, because the lows have completely been swept in Asian session, right? So as soon as we do that, we can see that this liquidity area has been swept, which means price will actually force its way all the way up, because smart money will actually have a lot of buying pressure now because it's swept all the liquidity, and now it will go all the way back up, right? So all we're looking for now is a market structure shift, right? So we're looking for a breakage of structure like this, because that is a very, very good indication that price will actually fuel all the way up and go to smash our take profit. So as soon as we do get a market structure shift, and obviously you have to look out for the fractional high this time, okay? The fractional high is literally the exact same as the fractional low. It's just like this, right? As you can see, it's the exact same thing, but it's just opposite, right? It'll be a candle pattern like this, or like this, or whatever, okay? So once we actually do get the fractional high, all we've got to do, mark out our market structure shift, and as soon as we do that, now we need to just identify a fair value gap, right? So as soon as we actually do mark out our market structure shift, we identify the fair value gap right here, which will probably overlap with the market structure shift, and we name this fair value gap. And now all we've got to do is actually enter our trade and wait for it to go up to completely smash take profit. But just before I show you that, for any of my serious traders who never ever passed the account or never ever got a payout, look, I got a payout for Rajan, the Genie, and I got a payout for Sudi, okay? And this is all possible because of M's past management, okay? You only have 4 days left, now 3 days including this video, right? Because we closed our free account management on the 30th of this month. So make sure you do click the first link in the description if you want us to manage your account for completely free and you don't pay a single penny, okay? There's so much different results in this Telegram group, so make sure you do click the first link in the description and join as fast as possible. So now what we're going to be doing is actually long position in this right here. We're going to be placing our stop loss just around this area, first candle of the FEG, and we're going to be placing our take profit at Asian sessions highs. And as you can see, it's a very, very good 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio trade, and this is such an amazing setup. And now all you've got to do is actually wait for price to come back down into this area, smash into the fair value gap, and now it will go up and completely smash our take profit. So if I do move this across, you can see right here it's gone up and completely smashed our take profit. Now all I need to do is show you one more example, but this one's going to be very, very hard, so make sure you do listen very carefully. So now that we're on the next example, all you've got to do from here on out is literally the exact same steps that we actually done in the other example, right? So you mark out the Asian sessions highs. We can see that's already swept it, so I'm going to put a liquidity sweep area right here, because we already know it's swept the highs, right? And the next from starting on from next week, I'm going to be showing you all of these examples in replay, and like the replay mode, so the live trading mode, and you're going to see exactly how everything plays out every single day, okay? So what we're going to do from here on out, once the liquidity actually does get swept, we need to make sure we do find our market structure shift, just like it says here. As soon as price is liquidated, we need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have been swept, and we can also reinforce our market structure shift within a golfing candlestick if it's possible, right? So as you can see, we let price do its thing, and then price actually completely swept this area right here, okay? So as you can see, it gave us a very, very sweet market structure shift right there. Market structure shift, and we're going to be using this market structure shift to actually mark out our fair value gap, right? So as you can see, I'm going to be putting my fair value gap around this area right here, and we're going to stretch it all the way up. Actually, once we've actually done that, let me just name it fair value gap. Once we actually did get this fair value gap, all we've got to do from here on out is actually enter within the fair value gap. So we're going to be short position in this. Now you need to imagine that all of this, you can't see all of this, okay? So we're just continuing from this candle onwards, right? So we're going to be placing our stop loss just around this area right here. So we're going to give it space to actually breathe, and we're going to be placing our take profit all the way at Asian sessions lows, right? So as you can see right there, right, so price would not have entered in our trade all the way until here, and once it's actually entered here, we can actually stretch this forward, and you can see how it's even gone down again to completely smash our take profit, because this strategy works very, very well and it's so predictable, so you can always get results with this strategy, okay? I've been using this since 2024, and I've made $500,000 in 2024 using the strategy, and this year I'm onwards to making $1.5 million, right? And this is all thanks to prop firms, all thanks to the strategy that I've developed with ICT, okay? So make sure you do actually recap and rewatch this video if you didn't get any point that I said within this whole video, and if you want us to completely manage your account and get you payouts just like these 3 people right here, as you can see, make sure you click the first link in the description before we close our free management for good, okay? We're gonna fully close it. As you can see, we got 13k payout, and we got 19k payout, and we got so much payouts, right? So make sure you do click the first link in the description. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day, and this could be the end of the video. Everyone, take care.